हेलो डियर फ्रेंड, स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे इस शो में। आज की इस लीगल टॉक में हम बातचीत करने वाले हैं एडवोकेट रीमा ओक मैम से, जो कि बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट में इंडिपेंडेंटली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। हेलो मैम, स्वागत है आपका इस मेरे शो में।
थैंक यू
मैम, जब मैं यहाँ पे आ रहा था तो मेरे पिताजी का फ़ोन आया और वो पूछ रहे थे कहाँ जा रहे हो बेटा। मैंने बोला कि मैं एक एडवोकेट से मिलने जा रहा हूँ। वो बोले कि तूने कुछ किया है। मतलब ऐसे डर था उनके बारे में। तो एक्चुअली आप जब कोर्ट में जाते हो या फिर कोई क्लाइंट आपके पास आता है, ऐसा कि डरता है आपसे?
हाँ, कई बार। इनफैक्ट कई सारे लोग एडवोकेट के पास आना नहीं चाहते क्योंकि एडवोकेट के पास आना इज स्टिल कंसिडर्ड अ टैबू काइंड ऑफ। अच्छा, इट इज़ लाइक यू आर गोइंग टू अ साइकियाट्रिस्ट। अच्छा, वकील के पास जा रहे हो, क्यों जा रहे हो, मतलब इतना क्या काम आ गया, कोई दुविधा में हो, चिंता में हो। दैट इज देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु डू थिंग्स फर्स्ट, once they land in trouble then they think of an advocate.
Okay.
So I would rather use this opportunity to urge people, please, before doing anything, before entering into any legal agreement, contract or whatever it is that you do, please make sure that you consult an advocate. It is good to consult an advocate. It is good to take an opinion and then do whatever you want to do.
यस डेफिनेटली। मैम, मुझे पूछना है कि आप लॉ प्रोफेशन में कैसे जुड़े या फिर उसकी तरफ कैसे मुड़े?
उसकी कहानी थोड़ी फनी सी है। मुझे कभी कोई वकील बनना नहीं था।
हाँ।
क्योंकि जैसे आपने कहा, लॉयर की इमेज कुछ ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं होती।
यस।
तो वैसे ही मेरे दिमाग में भी कभी लॉयर की इमेज बहुत अच्छी नहीं थी। तो हमेशा से ऐसे था, अरे लॉयर मतलब क्या, वो ऐसे कोर्ट के बाहर खड़े रहते हैं, टेबल डाल के बैठ जाते हैं। कहाँ का बिजनेस, और हम कोई ऐसे लॉयर फैमिली से हैं नहीं, तो ऐसा कोई अपना बहुत अच्छा सेट बिजनेस नहीं है, तो व्हाई गो इनटू समथिंग।
Yes.
But I am here solely because of my father, who appreciates this profession a lot, who is interested in this profession very much. So जब मैं मेरी UPSC की तैयारी कर रही थी, which I did not clear obviously, which is why I am here. पर उस टाइम पे उन्होंने मुझे कहा था कि UPSC कर रहे हो, अच्छी बात है, साइड बाय साइड लॉ ज़रूर करना।
Yes.
If you do law, you are still going to be benefited in your UPSC.
Yes.
Even if you don't, and if you don't succeed in UPSC, you will still have something to fall back on.
Yes.
I was not very inclined, but I went ahead nonetheless. Till date, हमारे यहाँ पे ऐसे होता है कि भाई माँ बाप कुछ बोलें तो माना जाता है।
Yes, yes.
तो I did start studying law, but not without my own struggle. तो हमने वहाँ पे भी एक डिबेट रखी थी। हमारे my father took me to a few good lady advocates whom he thought are doing very well. First time lady advocates. So he took me to meet a few people to show how this profession is very nice. It is not all about people sitting in front of tables outside courts and doing nothing.
Yes.
So I met a few lawyers who are doing very well in their profession and are very passionate about the profession.
Yes.
And on the other hand, I took him to lawyers who are not doing so well. I was working with an airline at the time.
Oh.
So I took him to lawyers and I told them, see, this is my cost in hand that I get. Should I leave everything just to get into law and get into an uncertain future? And they were like, पागल हो गई है क्या, अच्छी भली नौकरी छोड़ रही है। So we were trying to prove a point.
Yes.
Ultimately, yes, I did listen to my father, so I am where I am. And luckily for me, when I was studying law, I developed an interest in the subject. I developed a liking for the subject.
Yes.
So yes, which is why I pursued it ahead.
Great मैम, एक इंस्पिरेशन है आपकी स्टोरी में। और मैं पूछना चाहूँगा कि हर लॉ स्टूडेंट या फिर न्यू जनरेशन लॉयर जो होते हैं, उन पे एक क्वेश्चन रहता है दिमाग में कि हाउ टू बिकम अ गुड लॉयर।
There is no one-stop solution to how to become a good lawyer.
Yeah.
हर एक जन अपने अपने तजुर्बे से सीखता है।
Yes.
हर एक जन अपनी अपनी ठोकर खा के सीखता है।
Yes.
मेरे खुद के अबाउट 6 साल की प्रैक्टिस हो गई है अभी। तो इतनी कोई बहुत प्रैक्टिस नहीं हुई कि मैं किसी को टिप्स दे पाऊँ।
Yes.
पर जो भी थोड़ा बहुत सीखा है।
Yes.
To be a good lawyer, first and foremost, you have to have a very good grasp on a language.
Yeah.
I don't say कि you should have a grasp only on English.
Okay.
You can have a very good grasp on Marathi.
Okay.
Especially if you are practicing in Maharashtra, in lower courts in Maharashtra. High court compulsorily requires English drafting, English pleading.
Yeah.
So that is one place, of course, you should understand English.
Yeah.
But apart from that, especially if you are into criminal practice, all the FIRs, charge sheets are filed in Marathi.
Okay.
So you should be able to read Marathi.
Yeah.
You should be able to understand legal Marathi.
Yeah.
And argue in Marathi in lower courts.
Yes.
So yes, first and foremost, you should have a grasp on English, Marathi, Hindi, so that you can communicate with all sorts of clients.
Yeah.
Or maybe people like me who are born and brought up in Mumbai, you should have a grasp of some other languages also, which endear you to your clients. Of course, we are not in a business where we endear ourselves to our clients, but to at least a level where they can trust you.
Yeah.
So if you can speak Gujarati, or if you can speak Malwani, or if you can speak any other language, and you can make your client comfortable.
Okay. Yeah.
That is where you start off.
Yes. It's familiar with the client.
Exactly. So if I come across a Maharashtrian client and I speak to them in Marathi,
Yeah.
they are going to be comfortable in my office.
Yes.
That they can speak their mind. Or if I come across a Gujarati person or a Sindhi person and I speak in their language, whatever little bit I can.
Yes.
But then the emotion gets across that okay, they want to connect.
Yes.
And then they are comfortable, because when they come into your cabin, they are going to disclose certain issues and aspects in their life which they may not want others to know.
Yeah.
And to develop that level of trust in a meeting or two takes time and effort. So
Yes.
that's one part. Secondly, you have to have good knowledge.
Okay. What about
Good knowledge about law.
good knowledge
So,
about law? Yes.
If people are coming, we can take a meeting or two and say, "Acha, मैं आपके papers पढ़ के I'll get back to you."
Yeah.
That's a good way of hiding the fact that okay, I don't know much about what you're talking.
Yeah.
But I'll do the background and get back to you. That is also showing due diligence, and it is good.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
problem. But if you can ask them कि अच्छा wait for half an hour, let me go through your papers. If they are in an urgency,
Yes.
or you should be able to tell certain things with confidence.
Yeah.
That this is what is going to happen.
Yes.
This is what should happen. This is how you should take an action. Or at times a client may call you in urgency in the middle of night. Usually, so I am in a civil practice, so I don't have any urgencies as such कि मैडम आके मुझे बेल करा दो वगैरह. ऐसा नहीं होता है. पर सिविल केस में आई कैन गिव यू एन एग्जाम्पल. मेरे क्लाइंट हैं जिनका एक दुकान है और बिजनेस चालू है. आई विल नॉट गिव आउट द डिटेल्स, बट द यंगर ब्रदर वन फाइन डे केम अप और बड़े भाई की पूरी दुकान अपने कब्जे में कर ली. उनके सारे आदमियों को बाहर हटा दिया और खुद ने वो दुकान का पोजेशन ले लिया.
Yeah.
और जहाँ पे जो दुकान चल रहा था उसको बोला भाड़ा करना है और लीव एंड लाइसेंस अग्रीमेंट करनी है तो मेरे साथ ही करनी पड़ेगी, उससे कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, उसके सारे बोगस डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं. ये बड़ा भाई हमारा क्लाइंट है.
Okay.
तो दिस इज़ एन अर्जेंसी इन सिविल.
Okay.
ही गेव अस अ कॉल एट नाइट दैट मैडम ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है, अब क्या करें. तो द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी हैड टू टेल देम इज़ गो फाइल एन FIR.
Oh.
It is a civil matter.
Okay.
But we had to tell them that you have to go approach the police. And meanwhile, before you go and approach the police, वो छोटे भाई के आदमियों को हटाओ.
Oh.
उनको हटाओ, तुम possession लो and then go and complain.
Okay. Okay.
What happens is these are subtle things. I'm sure you are also aware that when we move a motion, when we file a suit, we also file a motion for any urgency.
Yes.
Urgency may be to get some injunction or whatever.
Yeah.
So in this case, if you file a motion for injunction, usually you pray for maintaining status quo.
Yes.
Status quo as on the date before filing before the court.
Yeah.
So what should the status quo be? Should you allow your younger brother to stay, or should you dispossess him off?
Yeah.
And take your rightful place back?
Yeah.
And then ask for status quo.
That is a crux in this case.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had to tell them that ensure आप वहाँ पे मर्द ना बैठें, उधर औरतों को बैठाओ.
हाँ. Okay.
घर की बड़ी औरतों को बैठाओ, छोटी औरतों को बैठाओ, औरतों को बैठाओ.
Okay.
औरतों को आगे कर.
Okay.
So that अगर कोई आते भी हैं कोई मर्द वापस इनको हटा के रात बेरात हटा के वापस आने में, तो यूजुअली इतनी बेसिक डिसेंसी आज भी है कि औरतें होंगी तो ज़्यादा लफड़ा नहीं होगा.
ओके.
स्पेशली ये फैमिली का केस था तो हाँ भाई मेरी भाभी है, बड़ी भाभी है, मेरी बहन है या जो भी है.
यस.
तो these are strategies that you should be aware of
Yeah.
And you should be able to inform your clients
Yeah.
even in the middle of night.
Hmm.
If you choose a civil practice like me, there will be very few urgencies like this.
Yeah.
If you choose a criminal practice, on the other hand, you will have a lot of emergencies like this. Unfortunately for us, our clients were senior citizens. They did not inform at home.
Yeah.
पोजेशन ले लिया, ताला लगा दिया, हाँ बस अभी छोटा भाई कुछ नहीं करेगा. औरतें नहीं रखी, कुछ नहीं रखा जैसे बोला था. वो छोटा भाई आया रात को 3 बजे, फिर से ताला तोड़ा, फिर से बैठा. देन स्टेटस को मांगा और उसको मिल गया. देन दे रियलाइज कि अच्छा नहीं भाई, मेरा वकील जो बोल रहा था वो सही बोल रहा था. फिर उनके बच्चे भी आए, अरे मैडम आप ऐसे बोले थे. मैं बोला था, मैंने स्पेसिफिकली बोला था.
ऐसा हो सकता है.
हाँ, पर उन्होंने मतलब फैमिली के बड़े हैं करके औरतों को नहीं बोला, बच्चों को नहीं इन्वॉल्व किया कि उनको टेंशन क्यों दे.
यस.
पर हो तो गया.
या
शायद बोला होता तो बच्चे भी बोले, अरे आपने बोला होता तो हम जाते, हमारे साथ 4 मर्द को भी रख लेते, डंडा वंडा रख लेते साथ में, पर दुकान तो रहती.
यस, डेफिनेटली.
सो secondly, you have to have knowledge of law.
Yeah.
Thirdly, in order to be a good lawyer, you need to be perceptive. Perceptive in the sense, at times a client will not tell you the entire thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to always keep in mind that the client who is coming in front of you is not disclosing the entire truth.
Yeah.
So you will have to learn to read between lines. You will have to learn to listen to your client and try to listen to what he is not saying as well. And then question accordingly.
Yeah.
And this perceptiveness is not only about clients, but also about your surroundings. So what is your fellow advocate doing? If you are in the courtroom,
Yeah.
how is he behaving? What is going on? Or what is the judge's mood like on a particular day? Say if you are at serial number 30.
Okay.
Likely we'll go at serial number 20, 22, sit and try to see what is going on.
Yeah.
On a particular day, you might realize that the judge is not in the mood to give any date.
Yes.
The judge is in the mood to argue the matter. You will have to change your strategies accordingly. If you are there to ask for a date, you cannot ask for a date.
Yes.
Because then the matter will boomerang upon you. Or at times, you will have to sense that the judges are not in the mood to listen to the matter.
Yeah.
So just quietly take a date and move on. Or at times you realize that you are for the member of a society and the judge's general inclination is favoring towards the society or maximum benefit, which is a rightful thing.
Yeah.
And you are on the minority side. So you will have to understand how his thinking is.
Yeah.
And whether or not to move that matter in front of that judge in the first place.
Okay.
There are certain judges who would prefer a certain category of matters, or in a particular category, they may favor one side over the other.
Okay.
There are certain judges in cases of domestic violence who may favor the bride's side.
Yes. Affected sides.
Exactly. There are some others who might take the side of the groom and think that because these laws are all favoring women, women often take undue advantage, which is also the case in several cases. So you should know what the judge thinks like. So even though it is a cliched thing, a junior lawyer knows the law, a senior knows the judge.
Yes, definitely.
So that is true.
Yeah.
That is true, not because a senior may have contacts or may go out for parties with the judge. That is not how it is.
Yeah.
The senior knows how to read a person ahead and understand the mood of that person. तो कौन सी बात बढ़ाई जाए, कौन सी बात ना बढ़ाई जाए.
Okay.
कई बार मतलब बच्चे भी होते हैं, हमें पता रहता है अच्छा आज मम्मी का मूड ठीक नहीं है, आज कोई परमिशन मांगने की जरूरत नहीं है. कल परसों थोड़ा सा मूड अच्छा करते हैं, थोड़ा अच्छा पढ़ाई करते हैं, कुछ अच्छा ग्रेड ले आते हैं, फिर परमिशन मांगते हैं, मिल जाएगी.
Yes.
That is also working in a courtroom situation.
Yeah.
You should read how your colleagues are. You should read how the judge's mood for the day is, or the judge's general inclination is. You might even read their previous orders.
Yeah.
So you will have to take the efforts to go and read the judge's previous orders in similar cases and understand the general inclination.
Okay. Yes.
And then you decide whether or not you want to move in front of them.
Okay.
So having knowledge is one thing. Apart from that, one very good aspect that a good lawyer should have is making social contacts and networking.
Okay. Social life networks.
Yes. Once again, for a first-time lawyer, you don't have network that you are born with. You will have to build your own network. You will have to build your own contacts, not necessarily with the legal fraternity, but people of your own standing from different walks in life.
Okay.
You may be friends with a chartered accountant, you may be friends with a government servant, you may be friends with a designer or n number of things, but have numerous contacts and take time out. So ऐसा नहीं है कि सुबह से लेके रात तक ऑफिस में ही पड़े रहो और वहीं काम करो.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. You need to go out and move in a social circle, otherwise clients कहाँ से मिलेंगे?
That's the big problem.
Exactly. So getting clients is how it works through social networking.
Okay, that is the best idea
Yes.
for.
So your friends, especially not from a legal background, should know that you are a lawyer. This is what you do, and this is what you specialize in. And ऐसा कोई matter हो तो भाई इनके पास आओ.
Yeah.
So it may be just to seek an advice, but if they strike a chord with you, then that advice will later on turn into some or the other case which might come to you, or they might recommend, acha bhai, she knows what she's talking about, please go to her.
Yes.
So that's one way. And lastly, you should be passionate about what you do.
Yeah, definitely.
If you are passionate about your subject, you will not be working a day in your life.
Sure.
And that passion goes across, and that passion is always communicated to the person ahead, that all right, this person is not doing something because he is compelled to do it, he is doing because he likes it.
Yeah.
He's knowledgeable, and that shows. That just shows. That is not something that can be manufactured. If you are passionate, go for it. If you're not passionate, just leave it.
Yeah.
Because this is one profession that requires 200% of your time, energy, efforts. And in spite of all of this, there is no guarantee how long a matter may go on or whether or not you will win that matter.
Yeah.
But if you are passionate, your client will understand that, no, my lawyer did the best that they could.
Yeah.
And beyond this, there was nothing that could be done.
Yeah.
You will have to realize your clients are very intelligent people, and they realize whether or not the matter is in their hand in the first place itself.
Yes.
Which we also communicate that, see, this is a very loose matter, or this is a matter where we may not win, things are not tight, things are not in our favor, we'll do our best.
Yeah.
At times, just pushing a matter for as far as possible is a thing that is a skill.
Yes.
So ऐसा नहीं है कि मैटर जल्द से जल्द खत्म करना ये स्किल है. मैटर जो 1 साल में खत्म होता, 10 साल लगाना भी स्किल है.
Yeah.
क्योंकि मेरे क्लाइंट की ज़रूरत है.
बराबर.
मेरे क्लाइंट की ज़रूरत है कि भाई मेरे बेटे की बच्ची की शादी हो जाए, ठीक से सेटल हो जाए, फिर मेरा जो होना है होने दो.
Yeah.
पर तब तक बाय मी टाइम.
Yes.
So till then, buying time is also a skill. How do you buy time for your client?
Okay.
When he needs time, he knows he's going to lose that matter.
Yeah.
And I am sure every advocate will inform that भाई ये हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा.
Okay.
जीत ही नहीं पाओगे, कुछ भी हाथ में नहीं है.
Yeah.
तो क्या करोगे? बस टाइम निकालना है, तो ये टाइम पास कैसे करना?
Okay.
ये भी एक स्किल है.
Okay.
So yes, you learn all the way. I am still learning. I am still experiencing different kinds of clients, which is a fun thing. The best part about this job is that you get a new case every day.
Yeah.
There is a new challenge every day. There is a new difficulty every day. A problem that you need to read, you need to understand, and you need to explore solutions.
Yes.
So it's a wonderful thing.
Okay. मैम एक बात होती है कि बच्चे करते हैं कि कॉलेज सिर्फ मज़ा करने के लिए होता है. दैट्स लाइक थिंग कि जो अभी LLB का कोई करता है, कोई बंदा करता है, तो उनको LLB में क्या करना चाहिए कि जो बेहतर से बेहतर अपने प्रोफेशन में, अपने करियर में कर सके?
I would be actually a very wrong person to give this advice, because like I said, I was working when I studied.
Okay.
So I did not attend college much, to be very honest.
Okay.
But I liked the subjects because I liked to read the subjects and understand. I tried to attend whenever I could, but that was not on a very regular basis. But if you are very serious from the beginning that law is what you want to do, I would say that you should attend your college, attend or participate in every extracurricular activity that goes on, so that you are aware as to how the legal process goes. How does a debate go on? What does putting your case forward or rebutting or having a chance to rebut again mean? Or what is a moot court, or how are your colleagues from other universities or fellow classmates or batchmates doing. So extracurriculars will help you like nothing else would in law.
Yeah.
Especially apart from all of this, doing an internship with some senior.
Okay.
Because what we study in books is far different from what we practice.
Yeah.
So something very basic in our practice is moving a purses. It is not there in any of the book that you pick up.
Yeah.
Even in your drafting, plating and conveyancing paper, you will not know what a purses is.
Okay.
Which is done on a regular basis in court.
Yeah.
You would not know how daily applications are moved, or how a matter is kept back, or how an authority letter is given in the court, or what is the court fee required for a particular case and for a different application, or how to move about applications, what is filing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So the process of filing, when I was a new law student and I was interning, I was asked to go and I was asked, अच्छा रीमा फाइलिंग आती है? I was like, अच्छा फाइलिंग मतलब लिटरली मैंने फाइलिंग समझा. हाँ फाइलिंग तो मुझे आती है. क्या है उसमें दिक्कत? जैसे लगाना है उस ऑर्डर में लगाओ, बस हो गया फाइलिंग. बराबर. पर फाइलिंग मतलब किसी डिपार्टमेंट में जाके वो फाइल सबमिट करना, ऑब्जेक्शंस रिमूव करना, फाइनल नंबरिंग करवाना, ये सारा मुझे पता ही नहीं था. तो जब मैं एक्चुअली वकील बनी, it took a long time to understand
those things.
After being an LLB, it took me 2 to 3 years to understand how courts function.
Yeah.
Had that not been the case, had I started off earlier, I would have saved those years. So by the time I am a final year law student, I already know a lot of things.
Yeah.
I already know how the court functions.
Okay.
And I can actually be of use to the senior. Yes. Rather than coming a graduate fresh out of the college, freshly minted, who knows nothing.
Nothing, yes. That's the reality.
Which was my case. Which is the reality with many of us.
Yeah.
So, which is why internships, taking part in competitions, has a lot of advantages.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It gives you your contacts. That is what I'm saying. First, that is the place where you build your name.
Yeah.
That is the place where you get to know various advocates who might be interested. Acha, this intern or the student seems a bright child. I might give him a chance in my company.
Yes.
So these are the places where you get picked up.
Yeah.
So everyone should. I didn't, but maybe you all can learn from my mistakes. So yes.
No, it is one thing is true. मेरे पिताजी बोलते हैं कि लॉयर बहुत खड़ूस होते हैं. That thing is true or not?
No, that depends upon every person to person.
Okay.
Depends upon what field as a lawyer you are going in, and what kind of clients you encounter.
Okay.
So not to be biased towards an advocate or anything, but it also depends upon how your client is talking to you.
Okay.
So you will be good with your client to a particular point. But there are times where your client may raise their voice in front of you. There are times where the client may ask you, अच्छा ये गलती कैसे हो गई आपसे? आपने करी कैसे ये गलती?
Yeah.
So recently I had one client. We normally have a practice where we make a first draft, we mail it to the client.
Yeah.
They will see whatever are the mistakes in it. They'll send us back. So this particular gentleman does not use emails, does not use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So he preferred that we send him a hard copy. And he used to give us one mistake at a time. So, अरे ये गलती हो गई.
Okay.
तो rectify and send again. अरे ये दूसरी गलती तो आपने देखी ही नहीं. तीसरी बार भेजा, अरे ये गलती तो देखी ही नहीं, क्या कर रहे हो आप, 4 बार गलतियां कर रहे हो. And in all of this also, he used to spend 8 to 10 days in between 2 drafts. Okay. Where we are following up, अरे सर आपने देखा क्या, कुछ गलतियां है क्या. And he was like, मैं आपकी कंप्लेंट कर दूंगा बार काउंसिल में. करो भाई. कौन सा बार काउंसिल एंटरटेन करता है? आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक भी जाइए, हम देखते हैं कौन एंटरटेन करता है कि वकील सामने से आपको फोन कर रहा है 4 बार कि भाई प्लीज देखो हमारा ड्राफ्ट, कुछ गलती है तो बताओ.
यस.
और आखिरी के ड्राफ्ट में फाइनल जो है जहाँ पे आपने सिग्नेचर्स की, वहाँ पे टॉप टू एंड कोई गलती नहीं थी. सो द फाइनल थिंग दैट गेट्स सबमिटेड इज फुल प्रूफ. सो हाउ डज इट मैटर कि 4 गलतियां पहले हुई? You have a final draft, plus the client is not in this city.
Yes.
So coordinating is equally an hassle.
Yes.
So overcoming that hassle, then trying to communicate, then trying to follow up. People don't do that. Advocates certainly don't have the time to follow up. It is your matter, you should be following up. So Again, coming back to your question, at times it is the client's fault as well that an advocate may be the way he reacts or interacts. So
Yes.
normally I would like to say, not being modest here, normally I like to be courteous with my clients.
Okay. Okay.
But I would not take certain things lying down.
Okay.
Again, I come from a slight disadvantage as well, being a young girl in the law fraternity.
Yeah.
So unfortunately that is still the case. If I say मैं वकील के पास आया हूँ,
Yeah.
तो लोग ये अज्यूम कर लेते हैं कि वकील मतलब किसी मर्द के पास आए हैं.
Yes.
If there is a same age man standing beside me, people will immediately assume that the person is my senior, or that person is far more capable than me, or I am just there interning with the person.
Oh, okay.
So these are biases that probably girls would relate to me, where girls face.
Yeah.
So not taking certain things lying down is something that is required from us, because you should set your foot down as to what are the boundaries.
Yes.
There are cases where the lawyer, as a temperament only, may be foul-tempered or maybe a little hot-headed.
Okay.
But that's with every case. That differs from person to person.
Yes.
So I would not favor any side, but that just depends upon how you interact. ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. तो आपको एक्सपीरियंस भी है, आप हाई कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस करते हैं एज एन इंडियन लॉयर. तो मुझे पूछना है कि हाई कोर्ट कैसे प्रोसीडिंग करता है, मतलब जैसे मूवी में दिखाते हैं कि जैसा रहता है मूवी के टाइम?
नहीं, मूवीज में काफ़ी ग्लैमरस आउटलुक है कोर्ट्स का. डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट्स भी काफ़ी ग्लैमरस दिखाते हैं मूवीज में, वैसे बिल्कुल नहीं रहते.
ओके.
High courts, of course, have a lot of conveniences at their disposal.
Respectful.
Yes.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it does not function at all the way it is shown in movies, if that is what is your question.
Yes.
High courts, often for a matter, you will have to, like a suit proceeds, you file a suit.
Yeah.
The other side files their WS, issues are framed, matter comes up for cross. A commissioner is appointed before whom the cross may happen. Before that, you file in your evidence. Exhibits are marked.
Yeah.
You come for cross. Then you come for final arguments. But in all of this, about 15 to 20 years are assumed. So if it is a suit that you are filing this year 22, you can rest assured it is not going to be decided till 2040.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but that is how the process is.
Okay.
So high courts don't function the way it is shown. District courts are certainly not the way it is shown in movies.
Okay.
There are a lot of facilities that are required down.
Yeah.
Which are not there.
Yes.
So yes, it is not as glamorous. In fact, it is a lot of hard work, it is a lot of sweat, and it is a lot of time, energy that goes into every court that you go into. You might have to wait for hours for your matter to be called out.
Okay.
Doing nothing, and you will be tired sitting there. दिन भर क्या किया, कुछ नहीं, बस मेरा मैटर था, आना था, आते आते 3:30-4 बज गए.
Okay.
और 5 मिनट में ख़त्म हो गया.
Yes.
पर आप थक जाते हो. So yes, it is a very tiring place.
Okay.
But if you like what you do.
Yeah. बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं कि आप लॉ फील्ड में जा रहे हो तो लॉ इज़ अ वेरी रिस्की, देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रगल एज वेल. आप क्रिमिनल में प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो तो आपकी जान के लिए भी धोखा हो सकता है.
हाँ.
आपको कुछ लगता है ऐसा कुछ है?
काफ़ी हद तक ये सही बात है.
Okay.
किसी भी प्रैक्टिस में जाइए, सिविल या क्रिमिनल, सेटल होने में 3-4 साल चले जाते हैं.
स्ट्रगलिंग टाइम.
हाँ. Okay. तो ये स्ट्रगल टाइम आप कहाँ पे बिता रहे हैं, दैट डिपेंड्स. मतलब आप एक फर्म में इंटर्नशिप कर रहे हैं तो शायद आपको एक डिसेंट सा स्टाइपेंड मिले. आप प्रमोट होके एसोसिएट बने तो थोड़े ज़्यादा पैसे कमाएं. बट हर एक वकील का अपना सपना होता है कि खुद की प्रैक्टिस शुरू करें.
यस, खुद का ऑफिस.
मोस्ट ऑफ देम.
या
ऐसे भी होते हैं जो फर्म में आगे आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, फर्म में पार्टनर्स बने, एंड देन यू गेट अ नॉन लिटिगेशन पॉलिश्ड जॉब. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वन कैटेगरी ऑफ पीपल. देयर आर मैनी कैटेगरीज जिनको खुद का शुरू करना है. तो देर विल कम अ पॉइंट कि ये 3-4 साल आपने सीख लिया जितना सीखना था, फिर खुद की प्रैक्टिस शुरू की. यू आर गोइंग टू बिगिन फ्रॉम जीरो.
Okay.
You will develop a few contacts who will give you matters.
Yes.
But there be few.
ओके
मतलब हाथ की उंगलियों पे गिने इतने मैटर स्टार्टिंग में आएंगे,
Yes.
बहुत रुक के,
यस
पर यू विल हैव टू कीप पेशेंस. ये मैटर्स जब आप हैंडल करते हैं, अच्छे से हैंडल करते हैं, वन मैटर विल लीड टू 10 more cases.
यस
Because that person may not come back with his own case, but he will recommend कि भाई मेरा लॉयर ने अच्छा काम किया, या मैं इनके पास जाता हूँ, ये बहुत अटेंशन देते हैं, काम समझाते हैं, कराते हैं. या कई बार इफ़ यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग ऑन योर ओन, यू विल हैव टू कीप योर फीस ऑन द लोअर एंड ऑफ द स्पेक्ट्रम सो दैट पीपल कम.
यस
नहीं तो अभी शुरू किए और अभी आप 50,000 पर डेट बोलते हो तो कोई आएगा? क्यों आएगा?
इट्स लाइक माउथ पब्लिसिटी.
तो
Okay.
you gain experience, you gain clients, you are because of your clients.
Yes.
So you will always have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And build that up. But yes, you will spend 2-3 years, maybe 4-5 years setting up your practice. But once it is done, this profession has no retirement.
Yeah.
You work so long as your brain works, so long as you can speak, so long as you can write.
Yeah.
You can do something or the other in this profession.
Yes.
So दैट इज द अपसाइड टू इट, दैट नॉर्मली लोग 60 पे रिटायर हो जाएंगे.
Yeah.
आप 70-80 के भी हुए तो भी काम कर सकते हैं. इनफैक्ट 70-80 के हो इसीलिए ज़्यादा पैसे मांग सकते हो,
Yes.
बिकॉज उतना एक्सपीरियंस है. उतने मेरे आने के ही, अपीयरेंसेस के ही, सर्टन सीनियर लॉयर्स चार्ज 4-5-7-8 lakhs पर डेट.
Yes.
पर डेट ये अमाउंट हम कई बार, ये हमारी महीने की तनख्वाह या 2-3 महीने की तनख्वाह होगी अगर तनख्वाह में पकड़ें तो.
Yes.
वो उन्हें एक दिन में 10-15 मिनट, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 1 घंटा आर्ग्यू करने के मिलते हैं.
It's a huge amount.
Yes, but which is what you build for yourself based on your skill, based on your experience, based on your caliber.
Okay.
So yes, this job has a silver lining, but it has a struggling period.
Okay.
As like any. Of
Right.
course, unless you are going for a job which is a salaried job, you don't have a problem at all. But there also you begin from a lower salary and you go on to the higher salary.
Okay.
यहाँ पे you might begin from zero, you might stay at zero for a year, 2 years. You will have to dig into your own savings कि खुद के पैसे खर्च कर करके ऑफिस का भाड़ा निकालो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल भेजो.
हाँ. Yeah.
तो थोड़ा सा नुकसान होगा, पर bear with it.
Okay. Okay.
And definitely if you are passionate about it, if your passion and your skill is conveyed properly, people will come. Sooner or later they will come.
Yes. Definitely.
In fact, there are many who would prefer a lady lawyer.
Yeah.
So there are several ladies who would prefer a lady lawyer. At times there are men who would prefer a lady advocating for them to get sympathy.
Mm.
And there is the other way around as well. So I work along with a colleague of mine, because again, having individual practice is difficult where once you start getting more and more cases.
Yeah.
So there might be a time where I am in one court and there is another matter elsewhere at the other end of the city.
Yeah.
So me and my colleague, we split up matters.
Okay.
Depending upon, now I also teach in GLC. So I look after all the matters townside.
Okay.
He would look after all the matters Bandra, Dindoshi, or elsewhere wherever we are.
Okay.
Or at times if I am on this side of the city, I will look after the matters in say Palghar or Belapur, and he might go to the town.
Okay.
So it helps you that you have a fallback option.
Yeah.
Practicing alone is difficult. I would say always practice with some or the other colleague that will help you.
Okay.
So there might be times where you cannot come to work because of some family issues, some family engagements, but you have clients.
Yeah.
That is not going to wait.
Yes.
So you have a colleague who you can fall back on.
Yes.
कि I can't come, आज आप देख लीजिए.
Yes.
वैसे ही उनका भी होता है कभी, भाई आज मैं नहीं आ सकता, आज तुम देख लेना.
Yeah.
So it always helps. Plus when you are 2 people or 3 people, you bring in equally more clients.
Yes. Definitely.
So yes, that is how it works, and it works on the basis of trust. That you trust the person so much that you're willing to share your business.
Okay.
So in our profession, drafts are a very important thing that you share.
Okay.
I am blessed to have a colleague who did share his drafts with me. I have shared mine with him.
Okay.
So you bring on somebody on board only when you are 110% sure of that person, that he won't sell you out or he won't throw you under the bus.
Yes.
And equally that person also should be sure about you, that all right, she is a good addition to my team and she will bring out the best in me and she will bring a lot of clients.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
1 person bringing clients versus 2 person bringing clients. you're still benefiting.
Yes.
So yes, that's how you should ideally go about it.
नाइस मैम। जो सिविल्स में केस होते हैं वो किस प्रकार के होते हैं? और
सिविल के केसेस काफ़ी अलग अलग होते हैं, मतलब
इट्स अ
काफ़ी
रूड
इंटरेस्टिंग
और
होते हैं.
इंटरेस्टिंग?
यस एब्सोल्युटली, मतलब ऑफ कोर्स क्रिमिनल इज़ वेरी अगेन काफ़ी सेंसेशनल आउटलुक है बॉलीवुड की वजह से, पर सिविल हैज़ फैमिली मैटर्स. एनीथिंग दैट इज़ नॉट क्रिमिनल इज सिविल. दैट इज़ हाउ सिविल इज़ डिफाइंड.
या
So, which is what makes its scope wide ranging, right from typical family issues to IPR and patents and copyrights and all those niche areas also come
under the civil cases.
category.
Yeah.
So, of course, I don't deal with IPR or patents.
Okay.
That is another category altogether.
Yeah.
There are arbitration cases that go on. There are property related cases or partition suits or guardianship petitions or divorce cases or recently cooperative society related cases. So all of this comes under civil.
Yes.
So it is a wide ranging practice and there are a wide variety of laws that you should be aware of.
Okay, great.
So yes, it is a challenging and a very interesting side to follow.
Okay. अभी हम लास्ट की तरफ मुड़ते हैं. मुझे पूछना है कि जो न्यू जनरेशन लॉयर आ रहे हैं, न्यू जनरेशन लॉयर के लिए आप क्या बताना चाहेंगे? उनको क्या गाइड करेंगे?
गाइड करने के लिए तो मेरा खुद का एक्सपीरियंस कुछ ऐसा बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है, पर आई वुड से पैशन से परसू करो. हार्डवर्क बहुत है, पेशेंस बहुत है.
Okay.
तो कम से कम जस्ट डिग योर हील्स इन देयर एंड स्टैंड देयर. इट विल ऑल बी जस्ट हैंग इन देयर. कई बार ऐसे लगेगा अरे यार फंस गया यहाँ पे आके, मैं कुछ कमा नहीं रहा हूँ. कि शायद किसी लड़के को लग सकता है अरे भाई घर पे बताना है कि कमा रहा हूँ, सेटल हो रहा हूँ, शादी करनी है. ऑफ कोर्स देयर आर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज फॉर एवरीबडी.
ऐसा लगता है
लगेगा ही, हर एक को लगेगा, कोई ये बोलेगा नहीं.
yes.
पर ये 2-4 साल जस्ट लाइक आई सेड हैंग इन देयर. यू विल स्टार्ट लुकिंग एट अ ब्राइटर फेज सून. 2-4 साल हर एक को डालने पड़ते हैं.
Yeah, it's a lot of long life
it
struggle.
Is a long struggle that you have to put in.
Yes.
अगर खुद की प्रैक्टिस करनी हो तो, अगर खुद की प्रैक्टिस ना करनी हो या नॉन लिटिगेशन या कंपनीज में जाना हो तो ऑल्सो देर इज अ वेरी गुड फ्यूचर. इन दैट केस यू डोंट नीड टू वरी अबाउट मंथली पे चेक्स और मंथली इनकम कमिंग इन. यू विल हैव अ वेरी गुड पेमेंट स्लोली. अगेन स्टार्टिंग में कोई किसी को बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं देता. सो फर्स्ट टाइम लॉयर्स, न्यू लॉयर्स, make sure you are interning with a lot of companies, gaining a lot of experience, trying to understand what is the field that you like.
Yes.
What is your calling, if I may say. So is your calling the criminal side or civil side, or civil also, do you like business law, do you like banking regulations, or do you like NCLT proceedings, or do you like arbitration, or whatever you may like. So you will have to dabble in everything and then choose what you want.
Yeah.
Spend these 3 years or 5 years dabbling, getting to know, do as many internships as possible, get into as many companies as possible, learn as much as you can, and then choose whatever you would want to choose. And the sky is the limit, or rather sky is also not the limit.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yes, this is a very interesting profession, keeps you on your toes. And you will be satisfied at the end of the day. You will get a good night's sleep if you know in the heart of your heart that you've done what was the best for your client. You may have lost the case, or you may have won the case, but if you have given your 100% to the client, if you have been honest to your client, this is a job that will give you satisfaction, give you the opportunity or feeling that you've served somebody truly. You have been compensated for the service that you gave, and you were honest.
Okay.
So I believe having a good night's sleep with a clear conscience is what this job will give you.
Definitely.
So yes, that is all that you should do, and follow your dreams and follow your passion.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. I am humbly very thankful for you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, definitely. मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आपको बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला होगा, और ऐसे ही बेहतरीन वीडियो को आपको देखने के लिए प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड कमेंट, and stay happy. Thank you.